Hi, in this video, we will see how to assign the Lab Virtual School Store Challenge to your classroom. We'll get into a small introduction to the teacher console. We'll see how to manage teams. And finally, we'll end the video by enabling the very first section of this lab. To get started, what you need is a teacher account. If you don't have a teacher account, click create one using this join for free button. After you've created your teacher account, you can log in and you will be taken to a dashboard like this. Now, to purchase the lab, go to Products, Business Basics, Virtual School Store Challenge, click on Add to Classroom. You'll be provided with three options to purchase this lab. One is add to your cart and then check out by making the payment. Second is if you've received any coupon from us, use this option to apply the coupon code. Third, if you purchase this lab from TPT, Teacher Space Teachers, upload your TPT receipt here. Now for this demonstration, I've already purchased this lab and it's available in my purchases menu. So let's go there. Let me close this window, go to my profile menu. Here is my purchases and here is the latest purchase that I did. And this purchased item is not yet assigned to any classroom. I can just click on add to classroom and choose my classroom. But the very first thing that I should do is just set up my classroom. So let me go to the classrooms menu. If you have not created your classroom, click on create new classroom, enter a name and choose the grade level. And for this demo, I already created a classroom here. Let me go inside. So once you create your classroom, you should make sure that you've enrolled all your students. And it's recommended to do this before you assign the purchase lab to this classroom. So at this point, I have several students enrolled into this classroom. Now, let me go to my purchases list and click on add to classroom. I will choose that classroom, uh, VB demo, yeah. And then I'll ask how many number of students per team. As you know, this is a team-based lab in which teams will compete against each other to win the challenge. And the number of students per team recommended for this lab is 5. The reason is each team will be managing 5 products that will be sold in a virtual store. So for each team member to manage one product, we need 5 team members. You can have less than 5, say that you have only 3 students per team. In that case, it is just that some students will have to manage more than one product for their store. So based on your classroom size, you can decide how many number of students per team, but it's recommended to have 5. So once you enter that, it says there will be 3 teams created and click on add lab to classroom. So at this point, the lab is added to your classroom, but it's still not available to the students. The lab will be available only when you release it to the students. So it's not released yet. Only when you're ready to release, you can do that. So this is the teacher console. This is how you will be able to manage and monitor the progress of this lab for the classroom. Um, Before we release the lab to the classroom, we should look at the automatically created teams. Let's click on this edit team assignment. So here are the teams that are automatically created. You can shuffle the team members here, or if you say that in this case, I have 18 team members, 18 students put into 3 different teams, each of 6 students. But say that I want to have 5 teams here. I can create more teams. I can start rearranging them. So in this case, I'll keep 4 students for the first 3 teams and 3 students for the last 2 teams. And once you've done rearranging your the teams, you can click on update and proceed. So that just updated the teams for this classroom. So we have now 5 teams here and 18 students there, right? Now, when you're ready, you can release the lab to the students. Let me just release this lab now. So the lab is released, but still students will not be able to do any work, will not be able to open any activity in this lab until you enable the sections. So here are the sections in this lab. There are 2 types of sections. One is a teacher only section where the activities are only for the teacher. And another one, which is with this blue link, are the activities to be done by the students. Those are the sections that contains activities for students. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sections for the students and several sections for the teachers too. So teacher sections are generally to understand what the next section is about for the teacher or to present something to the classroom, in their classroom. Like for example, in this section, Meet Your Teams, students will select the leadership roles for their virtual store, their business. And when all the teams have completed, teacher can present the selections of all teams to the entire classroom, saying that, hey, this team has selected this person as the CEO, this person as the chief product officer. So these are activities that the teacher can present to the classroom. You can see several present things here. What here's present branding designs. You can present when all the teams finish their branding materials, such as the logo, slogan, flyers, etc. You can present that to the entire classroom. You just need to click on this. Everything will be aggregated together in one place. There are some activities where you need to do evaluate. Like for example, the branding materials created by all teams must be assigned a score by the teacher. You just need to click on it and enter the score. So those are two types of sections in this dashboard. And students will not be seeing this teacher sections. They will only be seeing this. I'm sorry. They'll be only seeing this student sections. Now, when you're ready, you can enable the very first section. Now, for this lab, we recommend not to enable all sections at once, but enable sections one by one. So first, enable the introduction section, and so that students can start working on the introduction activities. And just to remind, introduction section is purely individual activities. They will not be working in teams. And let's also look at how can we track the progress made by students in this introduction section. If you click on the link, you will be taken to a console like this, where you will be able to track the progress of every individual student. I'll show you a console where the data is already filled in. So here is a console where a team member from teams O1 have made some progress. And so the student completed these activities and the time taken is here and the score they got for some of the scored activities. Everything can be tracked from this console. Now let's go back to this one. Yeah. So we just enabled the introduction section. Now students will be able to start working on the activities. That's about this. In the next video, we will see the activities in the introduction section. Thank you.